you can find me here, beneath the floorboards of the first black-owned mortgage in New York City. There, I'll be carving this cancer casualties calculated calligraphy. This is where I will be, on accuracy, so that adolescents can sense the movement of the people. I am the word that stands in the sentence. We are paramedics parachuting minds and paragraphs. We are walking diction canaries, singing definition with wings. Literature's literaries, lecturing levity and libation. I am the daydream, the nightmare, the hallucination, trance, and the fantasy.
What am I supposed to do with my guitar player? What am I supposed to do?
My name is Hayden Smith, and I'll be out in a few minutes. Steve Martin Comedy. To the left, we have Elise Harris.
We marched, head erect, fingers primitive earplugs, eyelids natural blindfolds, breath filtering through semi-parted lips, senses in the off position, as if turning off the natural alert system.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity to show literature and to show creative talent. It's a great way to be involved in the community.
I don't know. I think it's going to be actually pretty interesting. I didn't get to go last year, and I kind of regretted that. So I think it'll be a pretty good new experience, and I'm excited to see what happens.
This poem is called Metaphors. I speak so much better in metaphor than I do in conversation. And that's not saying that my poetry is good. It's just telling you how bad my conversation skills are. For instance, I write, "Your eyes shine brighter than my most brilliant dreams, not because of their color, but because of the soul that behind them gleams."
I don't know, just hearing all of the poets, there's a lot of new faces, definitely. I like that it's in the PAC. It's pretty cool.
Place. There are no adventures like there are in books. Nothing to distract me from pain. I want to go to a better place. I just want to go home. They say home is where the heart is, but there's no heart left in me. Am I alone?
I felt it went real good. We had a lot of good artists and poets out here at the PAC.
Yo. I respect all those other poets out there, but Jake Grenadier had the best poem of all time, bro. I'm straight up, bro. I swear. Word. That's what I'm saying, man.
John Lennon once said, "Imagine all the people living in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will see us as one." Yeah, let's imagine a place where everyone is happy. Let's imagine a place where nobody stops laughing, where sin doesn't exist and we are all united. No fights, no blood, no need for fighting.
I've been singing ever since I could speak coherently, and it's just kind of been a thing that throughout my life has been a part of who I am. More than anything, we need to educate people more on poetry, because there was a lot of people who didn't really know what slam was who showed up today, and they had a really fun time. I think if more people came to these events, if we could just educate more people about what slam poetry is, what poetry is in general.
What do you want to call it? Okay. Joe Ho. That's all. We are a new band that started on the corridor of Southeast. Okay, let's do this. All right, I'm ready. You see that first part? Remember we said that? Yeah. You got it. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were always waiting for this moment to arrive. My grandma, she wasn't the Bengay and Matlock type. Nor is she some expert on household chore techniques or even chocolate chip cookie recipes. She didn't have an oversized grumpy cat or some undersized chirpy little dog, but there were parakeets within her heart that kept her company when loneliness set in. You see, she grew up in Pendergrass, and I guess that's somewhere in north central Georgia, so just deep enough in the south that one could actually see the surface. As a child, she would love to observe the flight patterns of turkey vultures. She loved the way that their feathers frayed through the southern sky, because where she was from, they were the only things breaking the color line. The experts say that these buzzards shared the same soaring shadows as bald eagles, so sitting there, feeling like a carcass, simultaneously she found freedom. So her mother put her and her sister on the first feather that they could find up north, because she heard that up there, Jim, he doesn't clip his crow's wings. So her mother became the first Nubian in Queens to own her own palace. This is way back when there was actually enough Big Apple to go around the table. In 1995, on a family vacation, I went to visit this place for the first time. Upon anticipation of patio rocking chairs, bear claw bathtubs, and cypress floors, I was greeted by a hoarder's paradise. Priceless papers were piled to the ceiling. The only place to sit was on the back patio, and there, surrounding all of us, were stacks upon stacks of bird cages. Hundreds of them, no birds, just wrought iron bridged by welding joints in Victorian fashion. All of these devices of entrapment were constructed in such beauty I didn't know what to think, you see. Last week, I was at the thrift store, and I came across a vintage bird cage. I stood there staring and wondering, why is there so much beauty here? And that took me back to my Nana, and how it must have felt losing her son, husband, and the civil rights movement at the same time. And I began to think, what better way to defend for someone's freedom than to collect those things that trap us? By leaving just one less cage in the world and ensuring another scene of formless fight. So I started to wonder, how many people did this woman set free? Was she my father with a one-way Greyhound ticket in hand and sunglasses on the back of his neck, preventing him from pausing in the past, could head to the mile high so he didn't have to feel that low again? Was she the miracle that made my mother follow him to the mountains? Did she swoop my grandfather out of cancer's misery? Does she hold the keys to my throat? Did she stitch my cousins into the Blue Angel Air Force Falcons that they became? Could you feel like you won the civil rights movement in your own backyard? Let me tell you something. When your time comes, how many people feel selflessly unshackled? How many doors did you leave open? How many bars did you bend or file through? Did you make sure that the perches around you were unoccupied? Did you tend to their feathers? Did you feed them enough wisdom before their takeoff? See, when the cage bird sings, did their hymns rattle the locks? Or did you swallow their tunes? When the doves cried, did you give any weight to their tears? And when that rooster crowed, did you empower it to fly? I mean, Nana, why'd you have to go? When we sat around your coffin, I think we all knew that your soul was soaring above us. Your feathers, they must have been fraying that sky, because everyone in attendance was just a cage that you collected. Thank you.